Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5. Hello, hello. This is Nathan. This is Nathan. Alright, YouTube is live. We're live here. What's the rotation this week? Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm gonna do random commander and brutal plus. We'll just see what we get. Got a different camera angle going today. Got a little bit of the side action. Been doing got a lot of setup stuff done. This weekend. I got a decent amount of shorts pushed. I need to stop overthinking it and just start pushing some of the full games over to YouTube, like the full individual games. I need to just start doing that again. So we'll get there. Did I get the Vermilion? No, okay, thank God.
Right on time, commanders.
Right on
time. Are tearing up my base, and they ain't gonna let up anytime soon. They got my men pinned down.
Who am I?
To you to stop them.
Swarm
Those
hosts.
thrashers fast before they blast my fortress apart.
Abathur. I'm Abathur? Okay.
See that rift over yonder? That's how a thrasher appears on the battlefield. Get ready to welcome it, would ya?
Got a bunch of overlords. I got like... Yeah, two overlords done. So we are good. We are good. No crazy plans today. Nothing really super insane going on. Katie and I are meeting up with some folks at the brewery when she's done with work today. We're gonna get some beers and show off our Pokemon card collections to each other. The millennial friendship mating ritual.
Potential for multiple toxic nests. Must use.
I know. I gotta use them. You want my Expo gas? Sure. Why not? Why not? Why not? Oh, this is just regular brutal. Oh my gosh, we don't even have... Yeah, this will be... We got this easy. I am not even remotely concerned now. His queens cost gas though. Like, what's up with that? You know, I'm not crazy about that aspect. I'd prefer if things were 2 to 3% different in that department. I mean, like, do I really need to make queens? Not really. I could just put hatcheries everywhere. Abathur doesn't have inject. His queens are just for creep spread and transfuse, so. Yo, Bartholomew. Welcome. First guy in chat today. How's it going? My dude? I didn't think anybody was gonna come talk to me.
That thing is spitting white hot fire at the fortress.
This is a cry for attention. Fine, thanks, bro. Hell yeah. The Jets don't play today. The Jets have a bye game, so we don't play today. It's our bye week. NFL teams get like 2, I think it's 2 now a year. It used to be 1, but they've been adding more games to extending the season, so they've been kind of spacing it out for player health and safety. But I think the teams have a second bye week or some shit like that. So we have our first bye week today, so that there's no game, there's no Jets game. There's no Jets game. I canceled my YouTube TV subscription. So I'll just look at the highlights on Reddit. That's my plan. That's my plan. I don't have the website I would usually use to watch my NFL games got bannerinoed. So I'm just chilling today. Just looking for the highlights. I saw a kick return or something for a touchdown today. I saw a beach ball. Somebody threw a beach ball onto a field during one of the games, so that was exciting. That was very, very exciting. Let's see. Can get Vipers, get the 5 upgrades, get the rest of the Roach upgrades too. There we go. Now we're pod racing.
Your forces are under attack. Now your allies are in battle.
Perfect. There we go. We've got all 3.
Brutalisk, pinnacle of evolution.
The enemy's taking fire at your forces.
Just get energy for our roaches. Let's beat them up. Where are my other brutalisks? Oh my gosh, they went on a journey. Okay.
We have slain a Void Crasher.
They went on a journey. Good evening, Nate. Yo, what's up, Ace-Town? How's it going, dude? How's it going? So yeah, I'm like, if you guys want to tell me about your football games happening today, definitely down to hear about any cool plays you saw or anything like that, or just in general, what you're up to. I'm going to be just playing for a few hours today. I'm doing one co-op game, then we're going to do some 1v1s until... I think the time zone changed in America, but I don't think Europe... You guys don't do savings time at the same time as us, right? So I don't know. I think it's 1 hour earlier than normal. So I just don't really know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. If you're European, I might be on earlier than usual. No games here. Changed in Europe last week. Oh, okay. So now we're lined up. So basically, you guys had a shorter period of time. We were technically closer together to European time zone, right? Until today. Now I got pulled back another hour. So it's good to know. It's good to know. I'm just gonna clear this. Let's clear these rocks. I don't want to humiliate my drones by making them break rocks. I feel like that sends a bad message. Sends a bad message about the standards here. If the drones are the ones that have to break the rocks, I just don't want to do that to them. I don't want that those optics. I don't. We get 2/2 for ranged. I think I just want to make sure I don't miss out on any of the energy, the essence, the biomash, because it's important. So, summertime, nice. Yeah, so now with that change, the sun sets out here at like 4:40, 4:45. So, and then at like Christmas on the solstice, it's gonna be like 4 o'clock. The sun is gonna be down. So, we've made it to that point of the year. We've made it to that point in the year. Very, very exciting. Look at that. I got my Swarm Roast guys, my Locust. They're good. They're chilling. They're just jamming. They got not a care in the world.
I have been working on something.
But yeah, that's it. That's really about it. Not too much else. Not too much else happening.
Show those thrashers who's boss.
Let's see if we can get him to walk into a few of these. Look at that. I went back to using my Porta Pros, and actually forgot how nice open headphone sound with certain punchier bass noises, especially.
Lord Thrasher obliterated.
I forgot that the only reason I went back to closed-backed headphones is because my wife and I were both working from home, so we both kind of needed noise isolation since we would both be on calls at like the same time, you know. So, and it's not necessarily like the exact same room that we were in, but it's an apartment, right? Well, we were in an apartment, so it was pretty cramped. But I'm like, yeah, if I'm streaming and I'm here by myself, I can wear some more open back headphones again. Katie's always like, she always like hears something like the noise bleeding from them, and she's like, Nathan, is your stuff set crazy loud again? And I'm like, no, I promise, I'm not making myself deaf. I'm trying not to anyway. My wife's like, Nathan, if I hear the sound coming out of your headphones when I'm walking by, it makes me nervous. It makes me think your headphones are really loud. And like, some of them just don't. Some of them don't actually have any. Like, they're just open to the air. That's a part of audio design. But then I'm like mansplaining, and I sound like a douche. So, you know, long story. It doesn't really get us anywhere. All you need to know is Nathan's happy. Nathan's happy. He's playing with his toys again. And you know when Nathan starts playing with his toys and experimenting, that means that he's in a good place. So she figured that out too. So she's the best. We already knew that. So anyway, that's it. I'm just gonna be playing Starcraft for a few hours and then heading out to drink beer and play Pokemon cards with folks. We're gonna show off our binder and a few of our rare cards that we've got graded, and I think Katie packed up she has like a wall-mounted display just for her Whalmer cards. So yeah, her new thing now is when she makes friends with somebody, she gives them a Whalmer from her vast collection, so that everybody she knows has a Whalmer from her, if that's like a way of knowing that she likes them. I'll fall in love more with that woman every single day. She also got a quadra kill last night in League of Legends with Seraphine, so. Good times. Man, I will say they actually did completely replace the Fortnite map with Springfield from The Simpsons, and it's like it is the sweatiest season I've ever seen because the city itself is so much smaller than the normal map, and it's just you can't turtle, guys. You can't turtle now. You can't rat out. It's just a very, very, very small map. Is that it? Is there anything else I need to just dump on you guys from yesterday? I didn't stream for a whole day. We ended up playing games till like 2 a.m. and then Katie had to open, and I was not feeling great. I think I only slept for like 4 hours, and I couldn't get back to sleep because my body's just weird. Once my skin makes contact with the sun, once I get up to do anything, it's really, really hard for me to go back to bed. Like, I can fall back asleep if I stay in bed, but like if I get up and I need to just do anything, get a water, anything at all, like as soon as my systems start going, I can't really stop. So that's what I get. That's what I get for waking up with when we were working at the remote workplace anyway, the one we just left. Our shift started at like 5 a.m. So it was like waking up meant like I just had to get up and just shower and sit down as fast as possible because we tried to wake up as close to the start of our shift as we could, more or less. So it's like, what else were we gonna, we went through some shit together, that's for sure. But so that's like a part of the after effects. Is this when I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, do I have to rush to my computer so I can get into a 2-hour-long meeting? Where, anyway, you know how it goes. I wouldn't mind doing something like that again. Not easy type of opportunity to find. Is what it is, etc., etc. I'm gonna start playing some 1v1s in a second. I'm just booting up my my music off to the side. Happy you and Katie are still getting more and more in love. Yeah, she's the best. She's the best. Having somebody like that in my corner is something I absolutely do not, cannot, will not, would not ever take for granted. I'm a very, 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 very lucky man. Let's see, I'm just cleaning up a few tracks I don't want in this playlist anymore. And I think we're good. Alright. Perfect. Let's play some games. But yeah, so we've been making some friends out here, which is really nice. So looking forward to this afternoon. Katie's been killing it at the brewery. The World Series stuff has been crazy, but it started to rain a lot out here, so they're getting their busy season. So she's just been ecstatic about that. Tons of people have been coming in. Brewery's doing super well, so it's like, you know, it's just good times. Just good times. Life is crazy. The world is absolutely batshit crazy, in my opinion. But we're doing us. We're hanging in there. We're fighting that good fight because every day that we get is so precious. So just thankful every day I'm able to get out of bed. Very, 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 very happy to be where I am right now. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope. I guess I said that I'm not watching any games and the Jets aren't playing, but I hope if you guys have any parlays out there, I hope you all hit. All right, there you go. Just putting that out there. I hope all your parlays hit. Now the one guy watching that's got like 10 parlays thinks he's cooked. I cursed him. Yeah, so yesterday I just ended up turtling. I was just taking care of myself. I took apart the old couch. We got rid of our couch, our very, very old one that we weren't using, that we kind of just had propped up in a spot, basically. So we are totally done. Ayo.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Are you? Because I'll just leave.
SCV ready.
Man, I knew getting older would mean playing worse, but everyone assuming there's no point. It's rough. Will I be allowed to be worse at the game when I'm 40? That's just, I'm just gonna throw it back in his face. I want to know where his bar is. What age am I allowed to not be like, giga tryharding all the time? You just let me know, okay, buddy? This is one of those guys that wants the retirement age raised to 80. This guy's pissed.
SCV ready. In the rear with the gear.
So if I'm 32, I'm still expected to be at the top of my game, right? Getting the wife, getting the house, having 2 pets, I'm still required to be at the top of my game, right? I'm supposed to be like heading into my Hallmark movie plot era where my fights with my wife are about how much more I want to work than I want to spend making love to her or watching movies, playing video games and getting baked. I gotta be honest, spending time with her is more fun than working. So that part may be hard for you to digest. But I am not grinding Starcraft when I'm not live. I do spend time watching Starcraft. I try to learn from my peers and the way that they make their content. And if you guys have been on the YouTube, I actually put out a couple different videos yesterday. So we got a few. Not pro. I mean, it's cool that you thought I was a pro, but not really. I'm just another married dude playing some SC2 every day. That's about it. You're hooked on Arc Raiders now? I heard some good things about Arc Raiders. The reviews and stuff look interesting. I'm not really a Tarkov guy. I was hoping, when I heard people talking about it, I was hoping that we were getting somewhere more like, I don't really know. I don't really know what I was expecting, but it's like alright. You know, it's alright.
Ready for dust off.
Just can't. Just can't. It's not my bag.
Research has concluded.
Let's see what he's got. Hey, I'll take that. That's enough. That's enough for me. He opened up with some stalkers pretty quickly there. He's got a lot. I figure his blink's got to be done soon. So we'll just bring him back, repair it, use it to take our next base, etc., etc. But I do feel like losing the medevac, losing the cyclones is usually a death sentence for the build, for the strategy. It's just typically not what we want.
Waiting on you.
Bad news.
Light flight's here.
What's our part? SCV ready.
Ready for pickup?
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
SCV ready.
Perfect.
Huh? SCV ready.
I got this. Now.
Ah! What's going on?
Now.
I play like this against anybody who yaps as much as this guy did, so I don't know why he's surprised. But as soon as he started talking that much, you got to assume either he's being honest and he's, you know, taking it real serious. Oh, he was ready for that too. But you got to just assume, right? You just got to assume based on what he said that it's going to be that kind of game. So that's just how it is. Or he's trolling, right? But there's also a pretty good chance he's trolling since he's talking so much. Like, this kind of conversational stuff sometimes can just be like him trying to distract us so he gets an easier win. Or he thinks it'll make it easier. I don't know. He wants to distract me, put me on tilt, something like that. But I always appreciate a fan taking the time to talk to me and speak their mind. That's not an easy thing to do, to put yourself out there, especially on the internet. I would know. I've been doing it for a long time. He just wants to feel like part of the show, baby. He just wants to feel like part of the show.
Ready to go. SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready. Well,
Receiving. Roger.
Is he just gonna have his stuff right here again? Yeah. See, look, he was coming. He had you could basically see the F2. You can basically see that he F2'd there before I even got there. So this guy is probably trolling us, right? I think it's pretty clear he's got this stream up from what we're seeing. I'd also like to point out he did come straight to our base, no scout, no probe on the map either with his DT rush. So I do think we've got a little troll action going on. no scout, talkative, has his units positioned to catch mine. Yeah, we've played these games before. We've played these games before. Does anybody want to help me make like a visual I can play? Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, he knows. He knows. now that I've caught him, he's like, oh shit, I gotta win fast. Now he's gonna be a little bit more shameless about it. You guys see how fast? You guys see how quick it is? How quick Nathan sniffs him out? I'm gonna guess based on that. Then he's probably not 40. He's probably in his 50s, right? If he's got this much time on his hands.
Swap away.
I got this.
Ready.
Engine screaming.
Either that or no wife. Both seem pretty plausible. I think he was just trolling us. Let's go next. I'm glad you're having fun with Arc Raiders. That's awesome. Hey Visionary, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. People be wildin', man. People be absolutely wildin'. Yo, Dr. Muffed. The Madden clips I put up yesterday ended up doing really well. Have I played much Arc Raiders? No, I have no interest in extraction games. I don't really see the appeal. If they're going after like the Tarkov audience, then I tried that. Tried it, didn't like it. No, thank you. Happy Sunday. Hope you're well. Thank you, TG. Have I tried the new Battlefield? No, I don't think I'm going to play that either. Games are expensive. Games are expensive nowadays. I don't have too much I'm playing right now except for what I've been playing. I don't really have anything particularly on my radar other than Grand Theft Auto 6, Resident Evil Requiem. Definitely hyped for that. I can't name any other games that are coming out anytime soon. Death Stranding, when it's on PC, I mean, that game is technically already out, but it's not on PC yet, so I'm looking forward to hopefully next year playing GTA 6, maybe Death Stranding. GTA 6 may not even come out on PC first either, so I actually don't know. I don't know if we'll even be able to play GTA 6 on PC, so. Did I end up trying that game? No. I'm not just buying games these days. I'm being real careful. Being real careful with my spending these days. The Battle Royale version of Battlefield 6 is free to play. I mean, maybe I would try it out at some point, but it's like, probably not. If I thought it would be good for streaming, I would consider it. But like, I miss, it would need to be like really, really good. Like, there was some, I think, if they ever made another Battle Royale, like, COD Blackout, I might stream that. That was fun. Or, like, H1Z1. I really like those style of Battle Royale games. The Battlefield one, I tried when they did it. They tried Battlefield Battle Royale in, like, 2 or 3 of the other games. So, yeah, we're just getting cheesed. GG. Let's go next. But, yeah, I didn't think it was that good, honestly, so I don't know. I don't know. If the cool thing is, if any of those games actually blow up and become genuinely popular, it'll be kind of impossible to miss. But there's been nothing that's been put out like Blackout. Like Blackout was really good because the map size was perfect. The map, I really loved the map in Blackout. I think it was one of the best battle royale maps I've ever played on. The variety across the map was just really incredible. Some of the events they did was really, really nice. And it felt great to play as a solo game because of the move speed, and it wasn't hard to get around, and that was like peak. And I would have loved if they kept improving and making Warzone better. But the fact that you have to restart the game like 3 or 4 times, you have to restart the game every time you boot it up, that was like a non-starter for me. That's like, my wife and I used to play Warzone, and I did like that, but eventually, you know, it's just a badly designed game from a technical perspective. So it's not, you can't just install the game and play it. It's actually not that simple. There's like 7 more steps. So that just doesn't work. It doesn't work for us. If some company ever did like a really good like COD Blackout style battle royale, I loved that, man. I loved that. The best part about it was you just pressed play on Steam and the game booted, and then you searched for a game and you were in a game. That was my favorite part. Okay? I played Raid Shadow Legends until I played that game from a couch. Okay? That is in 3 boxes downstairs right now. Alright, we got rid of the old one finally, and you know, at some point when I have another day off, I'll put together the new one. But I have to tell you, you can't just sit down and press play match on Warzone. They hit you with that gotcha BS. You gotta acknowledge a new terms and conditions every time you boot up the game. Then you gotta scroll all the way down. Then it says update requires restart, but that's not even the first one. And then you go from being in the main menu into the Warzone menu because for some reason it's still an entirely separate thing, even though you already updated your shader cache. And then it loads into Warzone, and then Warzone has to update its own shader cache and get its own secondary update. And as soon as that one's done, then you have update requires restart again. And God help you if there's any bugs or errors or your shit crashes along the way, because the whole process starts over the moment you press verify files. You guys can't tell. I've been absolutely traumatized by Activision Blizzard. They are, you know, when it comes to again, it's like the Starcraft, right? It's like Nintendo. They just know their fans are total suckers that will buy everything they make forever, and there's no bar for like quality assurance at all. They just know. They're like, can you not even see half the characters in the town until you walk up to them in the new Pokemon game? They'll buy it anyway. Fuck it. just ship it. No one cares. A couple thousand people will go argue on our behalf on social media, so there will never be a genuine discourse about it anyway. Nothing to worry about, guys. And that's just everything these days. You know, I was making all these comments. I was like, oh, they serialized all the TV shows, you know, from movies now. There's apparently a Chucky TV show as well where he's also a good guy, which is great. Love that. They're doing it. There's nothing left, guys. I can't think of any major. Actually, there already was an animated series of Kangaroo Jack. What's left? What's left to be serialized into meaningless, infinite content that never has anything that would challenge the canon of the movies they were based off of, so they have to talk about anything else but the main subject of the movies. Oh, anyway. Rough day not to be a day drinker, I guess. Grease Lightning clip was cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've been slowly selling off all my Counter-Strike skins and everything to buy games on Steam over the last few years, so I haven't really been able to get too many. I got rid of the basically last of them to get Metal Gear Solid Delta, and you know, they made a patch or something where you can trade skins up now in Counter-Strike and completely nuked the entire market like a week or two ago. So, you know, don't think I made the worst choice. I got something. I got something for all of it. I didn't buy any of them, but I got something for him. Damn, look at this. He is. Yeah, I think that's game. GG. Let's go next. Haven't tried the new Fortnite season yet. Yeah. My wife and I play Fortnite every day. We play Fortnite every day. It was they replaced the map with Springfield. If you've ever seen The Simpsons, like the whole thing is like the whole season is Simpsons now. So that's like all the characters are on the battle pass. The map is like the center of the map. It's actually what we talked about the other day. I don't know if you were here for this conversation, but I was like kind of curious how they would do it. But the whole map is just like the center of the town is in the center of the map, and then a lot of different areas that you would expect to be, you know, from the show are actually spread around the perimeter of the map. So it's not all like packed together like a metropolis. They kind of just have like, there's the downtown area, here's this part of town, it's like over here kind of. So it still feels like a battle royale map kind of, you know. But I only do 0 build, so I think it's smaller than the last map by a pretty decent amount. I noticed when, well, like their servers were so overloaded, you couldn't even update the game or download it for like 4 hours yesterday when it dropped. When they tried to turn the servers back on, they like immediately crashed. So there were a lot of people on, but it's like they made the map much smaller and they capped it at 80 players. So it's a lot easier to make top 15, I'll say that. You only play 0 build? Yeah, 0 build's the best. 0 build is the best for sure. My wife and I, we probably play like 2 or 3 0 builds. We did like 6 games yesterday because it was crazy. But we do pretty much nothing but 0 build. They also have a really good Squid Game. I don't know if you've played Squid Game Genesis. If you played the custom map Squid Game Genesis, but that one's quite fun. That one's quite fun as well. My wife and I play a lot of Squid Game Genesis. Yo, Rockefeller, good to see you, buddy. Welcome back, Commander. Yo, I've almost been streaming for half my life, Rockefeller. Thoughts? Hey, Seven, did you get new headphones? Oh, man, I went on a full rant about this earlier. There's a great speech somewhere in the first hour of the stream about it. But the TLDR is that my wife and I are no longer on conference calls at the same time while we're in the same room sitting next to each other on 2 desks. So that's the short answer. That's the short answer. I've been playing Starcraft for 2/3 of my life. Technically, I started playing Starcraft when I was 11. So when I'm 33 years old, we'll be there. I'm almost at 2/3 of my life playing Starcraft. Yeah, I've had these headphones for a little bit. See what we got. Okay, I don't think he's here.
What's going on? Huh?
Command center upgrade complete.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. Certainly. Agreed. All right.
First played SC on the N64. You saw it at Blockbuster as a kid and rented it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Go ahead. What?
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
You didn't call the 8 racks marine only builds playing. I mean, I played Brood War before SC2 as well, but I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You're making it funny. We did do a lot of. We've one tricked many times over the years, if that's maybe the way to say it. We've one tricked many times. As a non-conforming person, you know, I just kind of generate hatred from people by existing, you know what I mean? So you gotta find ways to have fun in life, because at some point everybody runs into that person that doesn't like you no matter what, right? Making our own builds, playing our own strategies, doing things our own way has always been a hallmark of the show here. It's a reason why people like to watch. It's the reason why people like to hate watch. Some people only watch just to remind themselves that being different doesn't make you better, you know? That's, I imagine. These people probably get off at the idea of knowing I'll never be a top player doing these builds, but you know what? Who gives a shit? Alright, well, we did get him to pump out quite a few little Speedling Areno guys. Let's throw up a streamer base for the lulz.
Bad news. In the rear with
You didn't build your base just for it to get blown up, did you?
Kill. On the way. The Grim Reaper has arrived.
SCV ready.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
SCV ready.
This better be good.
SCV ready.
Well, would you look at that?
Bad news.
Spoonful of cinnamon makes the medicine go
Got
down.
some new toys.
You got any more banelings for me, big boy?
This better be good.
SCV ready. SCV ready. In the rear.
Bring him.
SCV ready. What?
What are you doing now? Alright, he's starting to drone. That's good. If he was gonna bust us, then there wouldn't be drones. This is good for us because it gives us an opportunity to push him away, get out on the map.
SCV ready. Bad news.
What's it worth?
SCV ready. In the rear with the
Add-ons finished.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
That does happen.
Command Center upgrade complete.
In the rear. Big. SCV ready.
Ready to blunder.
Alright, Viking will go out on the map. Overlord hunting.
Yep.
Galahad. Isn't that one of the Arthur Knight guys? Am I crazy? Oh, look at that. He's got roaches, too. Oh, yeah. This is going to be a huge, huge problem.
SCV ready.
Yeah, it's not good. Oh, no, not at all. There we go. I got two. I got two. Yeah. It's actually pretty sweet. I mean, this has to be the moment where he would go into mute as if that's what he was gonna do, right? It's coming. We're gonna have to get ready for him to do like crazy shit, right?
Your base is getting blasted.
Yeah, see, like, he did a lot, sure, but we've got a lot, too.
What's going on?
Engine screaming. Engine screaming. I got my ears on.
He's got corruptors out for banshees. I love this shit. This really could not get any better, huh? It's actually hilarious.
You didn't build your base just for it to get blown up, did you? Your add-on is complete. Workers win game. Protect them.
Yeah, oh, he lost the overseer. That's right, bitch.
Yep.
There's nothing I love more than when these guys play like GSL pros. It's a real highlight for me.
Research housing it on your arm.
What's going on?
Your base is under siege. I got a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right?
He doesn't know about that, at least, so I got that going for me. He never found the stream. He never found the stream sniper base, so that makes me happy. Usually people can't resist and they go right to it, so it's good news.
Upgrade ready. More. Find out some of your minerals.
I'm in a heap of trouble. Hear me. SCV ready.
Damn, man, I really fucked this up, didn't I? I really did. I could not have made this more difficult on myself, could I?
Ready to raise some head.
Your SCVs are under attack.
Thankfully, I got a whole core stuck in my base. Kappa. Well, Nate, let's see if that one guy coming down your ramp will fix everything, huh? Shall we? Shall we? Yo, this guy attacked all game, though. He's crazy. I appreciate it. I don't think we can do it, guys. I don't think we can do it. His cheese was too strong. This guy literally pushed the shit out of us and never stopped. He is crazy. He's crazy. Damn. GG. Well done. That was a crazy game. I tried, guys. I tried. His roach all-in was nuts, though. It never stopped. Crazy. Big fan. There it is. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. There's no way I'm going to win this game, but it's nice. It's always nice when someone says, that's actually the... If you guys want to put me on tilt and make it hard for me to play, you just say something nice like that, because then it like messes with the anxious part of my brain that tries to rationalize why I lose, you know? It makes me much more willing to just GG as soon as something goes wrong, so I don't spiral against someone who's being nice to me. I'm gonna guess proxy hatch or pool first or something like that, and I'll just leave as soon as he fucks me up the first time. It's too much pressure. Was a good hold for a while, fun to watch. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't like going for tanks, but the fact that he had corruptors out that quickly for that was nuts. That was crazy. Yeah, if I wasn't adjusting my SimCity every time he attacked me, maybe it would have been a playable game, but I boned myself with the building placement. There it is, there it is. I'm not gonna play against a guy who says that shit and cheeses me. I'm just not doing it. Let's go next. If you want to pretend you're a fan of me, don't try to, don't tell me that you want my autograph and then you don't want to hang out, okay? That makes me feel bad. Alright. This is why I play unranked. We got a game.
It's time to kick things off.
All right, now we've got a Protoss. Little TVP. I love it. I love it. Do I have a delay set for the stream? No, I don't do that stuff. My philosophy is that my best performing content will always be highlights and like good games from my streams, you know? But like for the most part, having a couple of bad games a stream is like not really that much of a detriment. It really, like, those guys, they don't really even care about beating me. Like, they kind of just want to like tilt me, if that makes sense. So I just call it out when it happens. I let people kind of judge based on what they see. But I just prefer to be transparent and handle it that way rather than like jump through hoops for people, you know, that I really, you know, I'd rather put my energy towards making the show better for you than other people, if that makes sense. So I don't really want to give up my ability to talk to whoever is in chat. I like talking to whoever watches my stream. That's like a big fun part of it for me. And that's like the thing, right? Like if I get put into a bad mood because of something that happens in the game, that actually does affect me to the audience, right? Like that's not taking care of myself. That would be like if I came in here and I didn't eat all day, you know? If I didn't eat all day and then I came on to stream and I was super hangry, like that affects my ability to communicate with the audience and understand, you know, what you guys are enjoying or not enjoying. That's more important to me than anything else. But the last thing that I would ever want is to let somebody in this game, you know, turn me against you guys, or that's never what we want. But if somebody tries or does something, whether they mean to or not, that puts me in a situation where I feel like I'm in a compromising position, my instinct is to get out of that situation and just move on with my day. I wouldn't stop to talk to a guy sitting outside my door who wants to sell me his lotion. You know what I mean? I would be like, yeah, that's nice. I'm gonna keep walking, you know? It's like, you know, guys, dealing with stream snipers and that stuff, it's like dealing with the guy at the mall who, when you walk past him with your wife, is just like, hey, check this out, and you're like, you know, you just kind of politely are like, you just keep going. You don't stop to hear the guy out trying to sell you the foot cream, and then challenge your manhood if you don't want to buy some overpriced foot cream from a random salesman at the mall. You don't have to start a fight with him either. You don't start a fight with him. You don't get into a screaming match with him. You're just like, oh yeah, you're an opportunist, and I get that. I'm going to keep going on with my day. That's really it. That's about it. But I would rather sit here and make myself look like a fool, a completely understood fool, than like, you know, imagine trying to come up with reasons for why all of that crazy shit that happens on this stream happens. That sounds like a nightmare. I prefer the simplest explanation, which is happens, you know. Damn, look at that timing. Showed up right when my drop left. That's game. Let's go next. What can you do? He waited until the medevac came. That's just bad luck. But I'm only playing for 2 more hours today. So I'm going to meet my wife at the end of her shift at 4 o'clock. And I'm gonna pretty myself up, probably do my hair, maybe take a bath. Definitely, I like this shirt, but I'm gonna probably try to wear something hotter than these sweatpants, you know. I gotta go out there and look pretty for my girl. So I've got like 2 more hours to play games today, so like, do I really want to get dragged into a match where I'm getting, you know, cheesed, and I'm like pulling all my SCVs trying to wrap around marauders in my own base? Do I want to spend any time doing that today? Hell no. If someone donates $50 and says, Nate, play out the next game you get cheesed, I'll do it. But otherwise, fuck that.
The quest for glory begins.
Trogdor. Now that's a 2010s meme right there. That's a 2010s meme right there. But yeah, like, do you let every person in your life that tries to harass you, like, do you stop and spend time with all of them? Like, that's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's like going to a convention and somebody's standing outside the door to like the caster green room, and he's just like really wants an autograph, but he doesn't like know social like cues or norms. I just think of these guys as kind of like that, you know. They're really highly engaged fans who don't understand like what's socially appropriate as far as like how to talk to someone. So they just think in their minds it's completely justifiable to just want to play games against me all day, no matter what I say, because they think that they're either helping me or they think they're hurting me, but they think their actions have meaning, really, and that's you know, that is adorable, but.
SCV ready. Roger.
Most people who watch the stream, when those kinds of games happen, it's pretty obvious. I think of you all as pretty smart people. You're probably all smarter than me, let's face it. So, if I can notice that something's fucky, I'm sure you guys can too. I have zero doubt in your ability to determine. I have zero doubt in your ability to process what is literally right in front of you. And I'm sure I get it wrong sometimes too. I'm sure I get it wrong as much as I get it right. This comes with the territory. But I promise you guys, I'll never be perfect. All right? I promise you that. You will never hear me come here and tell you that I do everything right and that I've got it all figured out. That will never happen.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Command center upgrade complete.
In the rear with the geek.
I'm listening.
Start up the extra command center.
What's it worth? I'm listening. Yes, and the Grim Reaper has arrived.
SCV ready.
On now. Gods, fear them. Gods, the Grim Reaper.
SCV ready.
Got him.
SCV ready.
Ever thought about working in a radio station? I mean, I've like, you know, I don't know if you mean like just like ever in general, or if I'm like applying for radio jobs right now. You'll find that it's not really like that easy to just get into anything like that. Like, there's only so many radio stations in a state, even. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a big difference between like working in an office. There are offices everywhere. There's all sorts of people that do that stuff. But getting into broadcast entertainment as a career is that's crazy, man. That's crazy. I'm always impressed that people think I could just do that, but I wish it was that easy, for sure. Yeah, I've thought about it a lot. Yeah, thought about doing that. Thought about doing TV reporting, all that shit. Why not? I've got lots of on camera and speaking type experience, but I tell you what, they don't put those jobs anywhere. You'll find them just looking for them. That's for sure. It's one of those. I'm guessing it's one of those fields you kind of got to know somebody. But if you know any radio broadcast jobs in Bellingham that are open, by all means, shoot them my way. Or if you run a radio station, if that's what you're saying. If you run your own radio station, by all means, hit me up. All right. The email below the stream is fine. The email below the stream is fine.
Got something for me to kill. Certainly.
SCVs are under attack.
Coming through. Big job, huh?
Perfect.
SCV ready. What's going on? In the rear.
Well, that got dicey. But we do have additional support here now. And the best thing about having the wall set up like this is we can always lift the barracks to open it up. We can always lift the racks to open it. Oh, I forgot that there was actually just a regular door too. Yeah, that was definitely something I could have maybe thought about 3% more, I guess. Yeah, what's your plan here? Yeah. All right. Oh damn! I didn't even wall that off again. Yeah, he's just keeping the chaos going here, right? And he's just going for pure chaos. Okay. Is his plan to like bust me from inside? That's kind of gross, honestly.
This better be good.
Well, the more that he spends here, the less he's gonna have anywhere else. So I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do with a Baneling. I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do with that, but I'll be happy to clean him out now. There it is. What do you guys think? Did he like somehow get to mute us during this, or what? What's his game plan? He's aggressive.
Completed that mineral feed.
Go ahead.
You gonna give me orders?
Your add-on is complete.
Is he really? He's gonna do another huge bust here. Is that what this is? Yeah, he's got so many lings. Okay. I got a plan for that. Oh, here it is. Oh, there he goes. Got him. I got him. Didn't really get to the point where I could do my follow-up. Didn't really get to the point where I could go battle cruisers, but there you go. People are aggressive today. Very aggressive. I was shocked that he tried to build like 2 spine crawlers. I guess I killed so many of his drones. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I think it was probably the moment. It was probably the moment when he was making all of those lings, and I got like his queens right. He tried to bust me and force it. I think that's what did it. Yeah, he tried to force it there, and then once I got all those drones, he was kind of stuck. There was no clear path for him to transition out of what he was already doing. That does make sense. I agree with you. All right, we got the same guy. Got the same guy. Let's see if he goes for a similar setup. Let's find out.
It's time to kick
Let's find out. That game was crazy. I love that Reaper build though. I do.
SCV ready.
Boom, 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 boom.
You scared me. Big job, huh? Huh? What's SCV ready? Ready? Go ahead. Huh? In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. What's going on? Huh? Well, butter my biscuit. What's going on?
Yeah, it's like usually as soon as I delay the third base and it becomes clear that their speed is close, like that's the time to send the Reapers home and just take the bases. And you don't really need to have more than 6 to take your third. Like in that last game, he definitely did try to pressure and deny me from being able to take my third base, but that right there is exactly if I had Reapers, if I had 6 Reapers when I tried to bring that command center to the low ground, I'm probably fine. Although he was pretty clearly busting us again, so. But I think I can hold that even with just how few lings that he had, because the economy essentially on one base of drones when you're like that. In this map, we don't need 2 depots to do this build, so this is kind of a better map for this strategy. I totally forgot that the 2 racks in the engineering bay did not make a wall there. I had a depot. It wasn't like it was open. It wasn't like wide open, but I definitely did not remember that I had built. I didn't even remember that I had built a second depot in that wall last game, and he busted that one open like 2 or 3 times after. This was crazy.
SCV ready.
Yeah, happy Sunday, everybody.
Got something for me to kill. The Grim Reaper has arrived.
Going to meet some friends. Going to meet some friends in a few hours with Katie at the end of her shift. So, gonna be a nice little Sunday evening chill sesh.
On the way. Certainly.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. Got something.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
What?
See, like, we've done a lot of pressure. We know we're forcing out lings. We got a drone or 2 already. So, I think, like, it's time. It's time. This is also a map where we can go up and down that spot. We can actually wall this off. But if he's gonna baneling bust us, we'll be in a better spot to deal with it this game for sure.
Who wants some? Certainly.
Command center upgrade complete.
SCV ready.
I'm just gonna take this real seriously.
I'm listening. Want a piece of me, boy?
But we're not gonna get big drone hits, right, with that being the way it is. So.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
If I move away from the wall, it's a little risky. I don't know if he'll bane bust me here, but I'm still got it on my mind. I'd like to send the Reapers out down this cliff to look around, but it's probably asking for too much.
Command center.
SCV ready.
I'm listening. What's it worth?
Your add-on is
Plus, if he looked at the mat, if he looked at the build orders or whatever after, he would have seen what I was going into. So I don't think I can just go BCs like I would like to do. I'm going to move out on the map as soon as these first 2 Hellions are done, I think. I think that will give us the breathing room that we need to go do stuff. And then we can take the third base. Take the third base, get out on the map. Cause a little ruckus, cause a little mayhem.
SCV ready.
Oh, yep, there's the lair already, right? He's got his lair done. Could be Nidus.
Big job.
SCV ready.
Fighter flight.
SCV ready. What's going on?
So what do you guys think? Could be Ravagers still. Could still be Speed Roaches. Still a lot of pretty aggressive different things he could be doing.
Command center 2.0 ready to go.
The fact that he went for the lair this quickly definitely shows He's leaning towards something slightly more techy than just mass Bane busts. We're gonna get to see a little bit more of his range. We're gonna get to see a little bit more of his range. Check for muta. Well, I don't need to check for mutas though, right? Like if he was going mutas, I wouldn't change anything that I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? If he was going mutalisks, I would do the same thing I'm doing right now. So I'm just not worried about it. Lingbane often leans there. Especially if he opens Lings without the Banes. That's like more of a tell than anything. But this will also do the scouting for me, so I mean no creep spread either is usually a tell. I mean, it could be like rushing up to Ultralisk Nidus too, based on what we're seeing here. It definitely seems like some kind of like he's poked in a couple of times now with that Overseer. He's sent that Overseer in my base a few times. So I don't know what he could possibly be doing if he's not gonna just switch into 500 mutas out of nowhere. But yeah, I'm not worried about Mutalisks because I'm going Liberators. So I'm going to build Liberators no matter what. I'm going Liberator Thor. That's like the goal. The goal for me is to go Liberator Thor. So I'm just not worried about mutas at all because my army naturally counters them pretty well. My army is naturally quite good against mutas. Yep, there they are.
Your research is ready.
And I don't need to unsiege the Liberators while I'm at home like this. Any news on the YouTube stream? Oh, do you mean like the vertical horizontal thing there? Yeah, I just gotta wait until YouTube lets us do that. That's all. I could run 2 streams again, but I don't think I get the promotion on the shorts if I do that, so. You know how awkward it is trying to explain to people why I stream vertically on YouTube, and they're like, it's terrible, I hate it. And I'm like, is literally the greatest thing I've done for growing the number of people watching my YouTube, like, ever. It's actually straight up the most successful thing I've ever tried is doing the short streams there, so. I don't really know how to handle people coming in to complain, because, like, they could always just watch on Twitch anyway. So, I don't know. I got nothing. YouTube did tell me that is coming. They did. I can go dig up the old email and post it in the Discord later for y'all if you need to see it. But they did tell me that there was gonna be, like just, you know, like both vertical and horizontal on YouTube live streams. I've gotten like 10 emails about it this year, but it's just not. It's not actually on yet. I think they announced it, but like they didn't actually have it ready yet, if that makes sense. But that's more or less the issue. Like. They have said that it's already an available feature for people to use. Like they talk about it as if it's been out now for like a week or two. And I got an email saying that I have it. So either the email is wrong or they just actually haven't deployed it. But I promise you, the moment that it's available, I will. The moment it's available, I will. No, I'm also kind of excited too, because, you know, realizing the exposure I've been able to get doing the short stuff my favorite thing about it now is becoming that, like, I just wonder how much other stuff I would do might get pushed too. So I'm looking forward to doing the Resident Evil. Next Resident Evil stream should be a lot of fun, you know, all that kind of stuff. This guy's game plan seems like it's just going to be overwhelm me, right? Seems like his game plan is going to kind of be to overwhelm me with his mutts. How many SCVs do I have? 71? Yeah, I thought so. Can clean a few of these up. Now we put the Hellions and Liberators on a separate hotkey because that's like 99% of the time that is the game. It's just them trying to get all the Thors isolated away.
Line to upgrade. Your command center's got some new toys. You mined out some of your minerals.
How can we help? Need something.
Command center upgrade.
Attention, hot. Command. Incoming orders. Standing by. Perfect. We reached incoming orders.
Yeah, the only thing getting me right now is I literally do not have any scans. And now I do. All right, there you go. Nice. Yeah, so I guess this is what he does when this is what he does because of the when I don't kill all of his drones with Reapers, huh? Look at that, he had a little spread there. How many of his lurkers were not with his army? Just those two? Yeah, he had two on the edge. He put two lurkers on the edge. You think he's too careless with his lings? Yeah. I was going to say the YouTube stream is live. I've got like I think a decent amount of the comments today have actually come from YouTube chat. So I just talked to both. of them. What did he do this game? Hatch, gas, pool, speed, spine. Well, we didn't get him to build a second spine crawler like in the first game too. I think that's like even just building one spine crawler against the Reapers is really respecting it. Like I'm not even going to say that it's necessarily a bad move because I could always have a third Rax tucked in there somewhere that he's not looking out for or that he doesn't scout, whatever. So that's I can't even blame him in that scenario. But how you doing, JW? How you doing, Zealous? Oh, thanks for the follow, bruh. Third game in a row. You know, this guy hasn't been too bad. I mean, we've won 2 in a row against him, so I usually don't rematch someone when I beat them. That's kind of funny, isn't it? This might be the first time I've beaten somebody and gotten matched against them again. But usually when I play the weirdos, if I get it. F you, dude. Okay. And now, like, when the guy on the sidewalk is screaming at us, we just keep moving. We just keep walking. We don't look at him. We don't acknowledge him. We just gotta... Yeah, sure. Sure. Verbal abuse, compliment of the Starcraft 2 ladder, guys. These are the people that play Starcraft 2. It's another... We call this exhibit... It's actually just Exhibit 1. We don't really have any nomenclature in the system. Well, GLHF to you two. That's what I'm gonna do. Hey, what about this vertically thing? You cannot stream horizontally? No. YouTube doesn't do combined streams like that yet. So unfortunately, even if I did a horizontal stream on YouTube, you actually wouldn't see it because you're finding my stream through the shorts. So that's it's a YouTube thing. It's a YouTube thing. So, F you couch. Yeah, there you go. He likes to make love to couches. So, there you go. Weird virtual signal, but okay. But yeah, if you want to watch the stream in a sideways format, I'm live on Twitch right now, so I would encourage you to go check that space out. And I would, if you know anybody at YouTube that you can harass about the issue of not being able to send both feeds to one stream on YouTube, please, by all means, they certainly, just me being probably the only person yelling at them it's not moving the needle. So at some point I'll do it, but. Man, when I tried to do both feeds on YouTube, it was still a nightmare because so many people would tune in to the vertical stream and they wouldn't get suggested the horizontal one. There's no way to combine it. You can't combine the chat. There's like literally no way for me to automatically redirect people between the phone format and the computer format. So that's why I gave up on doing it, because YouTube heavily promotes the shorts content. They don't promote the regular format. They don't promote it at all. So it's like... You know, I'm just following the numbers, guys. All right, please understand. Just following the numbers.
Command center upgrade complete.
I do my best to put on a good show, but it's not really enough to take care of my family. So I'm just gonna keep trying different stuff and working on all sorts of different things forever. You know what I mean? That's my plan. That's my plan. When something works or does well, you stick with it. So yeah, the vertical streams are not going anywhere. As soon as I started doing those, man, I got up to like, I think I've got over like 200-300 subs in just the last month. And I haven't posted YouTube content regularly in years. So that's been nice. It's been really nice. Yeah, Twitch ads. Well, hey, man, I'll tell you what. If I do a horizontal stream on YouTube, at some point in the next couple of weeks, I better see you in the chat, because if we're not getting over 30 viewers on that bad boy, there's just really no reason to do it. It's a waste of resources. My computer is only so good. I do this for free, you know, so nobody's paying me to be here. I just make ad revenue. So those ads you hate, unfortunately, are the only reason why this show even happens. So I got nothing for you. You post on TikTok? I do have some stuff on TikTok, actually. Not really a Starcraft platform. It's kind of what I've discovered. There's just not really any stuff out there for that. My Madden stuff. When I put my Madden stuff on TikTok, that actually does do some numbers. I've gotten into that 1,000 to 2,000 view range on it. So it's
Let's get into the fight.
But I think I put a couple of like pretty like highlights from some of my Starcraft casts over the years, and those don't really get much. Don't really get too much. But if you know, if I felt like making YouTube the complete priority was an option, I would be happy to do that. But right now for me, it's about getting something going. So doing the short stuff, that is just doing better than everything else. As soon as something else picks up any kind of traction, I'll take a look at that. But I really like what I've got going on right now. I don't really need to make any changes. Like, I'm able to play unranked without a delay. People still want to watch and hang out. That's like the biggest thing for me, really. It is, you know, I was always in my head about that kind of stuff. So that's really it. That's really it. The fact that I can do what I want, basically, and people will still watch. That's like, you know, I don't really have to make too many changes right now. It's gonna take a long time before I get bored of playing StarCraft again. Usually, whenever a big patch comes out, that buys me like a year or two.
Add-on is complete. Add-on done. Swap away.
Plus my shorts, the shorts that I'm able to edit pretty quickly out of the VODs, those are all doing really well too. So just good times. Just good times. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so for him to have this little now and not even have the banelings this time, I have to assume the mutas are just coming faster, right? Like, why else would it be like this? So we'll get turret range. Whoop whoop. There's not really much to worry about there. Whoop, whoop. I used to watch you when I was 15. Now I'm 28. Big fan. Hell yeah. Dude, Dark Okami, nice to see you, bro. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Well met. I hope you've been good. You used to watch me when you were 15. I started streaming when I was 19, and now I'm 32, so you got a couple years till you're 30. Really, you know, the knee thing, I feel like that's just for people that aren't very active in general. My knees have actually been holding up okay. What really gets me is turning 30 is just your inability to process alcohol anymore. Like, it just goes down. It just goes down, man. I can't do, you know, getting to 3 beers in one night. That's like a big deal for me. If I make it to 3, I'm really pushing it. I'm going Super Saiyan to get the 3rd one down.
Mineral
But yeah, you know, I didn't make content for a long time. I stopped for a year. I ended up working at a company with my wife because they needed an IT guy, and they had like a security incident and all sorts of crap. So I kind of went from streaming to working part-time at this other place, to ending up being like full-time, and then I wasn't streaming at all for pretty much the second half of 2022, or 2024, sorry. And I didn't start streaming again until July this year. So, you know, it's tough. People come in here and they have a standard for me, because people just kind of tune in and they expect, they're like, it's Nathan, it's this, it's that, and I'm like, you know, guys, I went and got a life. You know, I got married, I got a dog, I got a cat, I got debt. You know, I got all that good adult shit, and I absolutely love doing what I do, and I love being here, etc., etc., etc. But you know, Starcraft is absolutely the furthest thing from the main priority of my life anymore. As much as I love the game and I love still playing it, you know, I'm probably never going to be the kind of person that makes everything about Starcraft ever again. So, but I run into some folks that you know, they talk like no time has passed. You know, and it's in some ways it's inspiring, but in other ways I'm like, man, yeah, I guess I don't quite live up to the legend I used to be either. But I still love coming out here and doing it. I don't ever want to stop. I don't. Well, see, there you go. You got me with the swarm hosts. That's like a whole thing, right? The swarm host is a problem. He's stopping me from making Thors like I want to. Really, that's the issue. That's the issue. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, well, the answer to this really is to get another factory worth of production, because we can deal with this. I still want to get Thors out. I think that's still really important, but yeah. I mean, I know I'm still a Grandmaster. I know that every time I play ranked games, I get Grandmaster immediately. So it's like certain parts of StarCraft and playing the game, they'll never change. They'll never go away. I'll never lose, like, you know, my experience or my intuition for the game and understanding and game sense and all of that. I don't think that stuff ever goes away, but get them launching them defensively, like that's really the dream. So that's the dream, more or less.
Your add-on is complete.
Liberation is at hand.
Go ahead.
Yes. Incoming orders. As you say.
What's going on?
Systems go. Cyclone ready for
SCV ready.
systems go. Cyclone ready for action. Taking some fire.
Raise some hell.
Yeah, this game's a bloodbath. I love this though.
Online. Let's
SCV ready.
Standing by. Yes, sir.
some of your minerals.
SCV ready.
Bait it, bait it, bait it. See? One Hellion to make the wave land. That's important to remember, guys. One Hellion to make the wave land. That's right. Keep launching all your guys.
Guys are depleted. You've depleted that mineral field.
Crazy game. Yeah, trying to make a wave of Thors here is pretty greedy with the level of economy that I have. Not really much income anymore. I do have another command center on the way. Can always move the main one, but
You've depleted that mineral field.
yeah, look at that. Nothing but hosts. Nothing but hosts. But thankfully, that's like the least amount of money base left, right? Thank gosh. Really, for me, it was all about just getting a big number of guys out there, so I do appreciate that.
SCV ready.
This ought to be good. Got a target in mind.
Go ahead. Bad news. In the rear.
Yes, sir. We read you. Standing by. Need something, liver? Attention! Got
Damn, look how many hosts. Look at this farm hosts. Look at that.
freedom. We need
SCV ready.
Damn, I love this. Well, he started playing a lot better, didn't he? You'd love to see it, though. I guess he finally started taking this game seriously.
yes, sir.
I guess he finally started taking things seriously. We're totally dead here, guys. We're cooked, man. We're cooked. Glad to hear you've been doing well. Last time I watched you, the mothership core was still a thing. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, that's some scary shit right there.
In the rear with the gear.
I got my ear.
Mind out some of your minerals.
Engine screaming.
Liberation.
Mind out a mineral field. Good thing you got more of those, right?
Oh, yeah, no, this is just nuts.
Commander,
This is just nuts now.
we have you on.
What do you guys think? Is he just gonna have a bunch of shit waiting here for this guy? This is gonna be really tough to hold.
Attention. Standing by. Got incoming
All right,
orders.
they space trade it is. Space trade it is.
Liberation.
SCVs are being liberated in the worst way.
Yeah, he went right to it as soon as I took it too. Yeesh. I guess he got fed up with us. I guess he got fed up with us, gamers.
You didn't build your base just for it to get blown up, did you?
Of course. Yes, sir. Flight. How can we help? Attention. Needs
I got you screaming.
Oh, see? Now we're getting somewhere.
How can we help? Attend.
Call the... I got my ears on.
Need something. We read you.
Ay, ay, ay. No, this guy's crazy. It's crazy. I really did piss him off. I really did. This guy, he's not happy with us. He is not. As soon as I go to get these guys off the outside of that other base, he's gonna roll up on me, isn't he?
Call the ball.
We have you on screen. Full speed. Of course.
You've mined out some of your minerals.
Ready to raise some hell.
Good thing you've got more of those, right?
Yeah, let's get it. Woo! There it is. Beautiful. Being a Chicago fan, I haven't seen anything happen. I haven't seen anything in the I haven't seen anything NFL today. I saw a couple highlights from the early games. I saw a few highlights from the early games. This morning I was I took out the doggo. It's been raining a lot out here. So that's more or less been what's happening. Lots significant amounts of precipitation. We've had all of that. How come you weren't dead when you thought you were? What did he do wrong? Well, I think what really worked out for me more than anything, if you guys really want me to tell you where this guy threw the game away, like let's take stock here. Let's take stock because we're 22 minutes into this match. I need to go back maybe I need to go back to this push. At the game basically it's like right here. I don't know where these guys are on cooldown. Was this when I retreated? But basically it's like he has too many swarm hosts, you know? So he doesn't actually have like he doesn't actually have any gains, right? He bought all of this Kraft Heinz stock. And it's like really nice because he gets dividends, but you have to wait for them. Like dividends, they only come 4 times a year. Swarm hosts are very similar concept. But when you buy this many swarm hosts and you need to liquidate them, like if you need to immediately liquidate your swarm hosts, then you get into like a really awkward position because you may have resources, but you don't have supply because you can only have so many, right? This isn't the real world. We have infinite supply. So you could sell them, sure, but you're not going to get much back more than what you paid for them. Because the reason why you bought it wasn't because of what it does. You bought it because of what you get from it. So, if that makes sense. But he brings the swarm hosts over, and he ends up dropping a couple of waves defensively. And I think 1 or 2 of these just completely whiff. So it buys me a lot of time that his swarm hosts are all off cycle. Like, he's not sending the full wave at once. Otherwise, maybe he pops the planetary there, right? Like, if he had a full-on swarm host wave, he might have. But right here, this Banshee gets somewhere like 3 or 4 of them. But he's got 14 swarm hosts, right? I mean, a Nidus would have probably been what gave it to him. He probably wouldn't need a Nidus. Thank you, Zion, for the sub. Appreciate it. They almost choked after giving up 15 points in 51 seconds. Oh, yeah, the Jets, we've been there. But yeah, this is it. This is it, right? Where does this wave of locusts go? He kind of comes here and tries to shoot across the gap, but they all actually go here. Yep, that's what I thought. This right here. This, I think, is what did it for us. So he basically wastes a huge wave of locusts. I'm over here panicking because I'm thinking he's going to send a wave to this base. But instead, he doesn't. And so I'm like, you know what? You know what? He's going after this command center. I was like, fuck it. I'm pretty sure I just send everything back down this way because I'm like, oh, the swarm hosts are on cooldown. And they are, right? He's still got about a third, 25% of the cooldown left. So he's got maybe 5, 4, 3, 2 Mississippi. And now he can launch another wave. But I thought this zoning process was pretty decent too, because he kind of, I think he engages into this spot, and this is where he dies. But look. The Banshees come from the back. All the swarm hosts end up walking into his the liberation zones, and that right there, he lost the game there. Because if you think about it, he kills all the Thors. He gets the Thors. I even fight him with some of my Banshees, and he kills like 3 of them. So really, the only reason why that fight was bad for him is because at the end of it, we have even supply. Do you see how we have even supply now? So I'm at 109. I'm at 109 out of 179. He's at 109 out of 196. So we have the exact same supply because he move commanded all of his swarm hosts into my liberation zones. And I was hoping he would. Because I could tell he was trying to pinch me, right? Oh, Locust from the top, Hydras from the bottom. So I was like, what if I just put all the liberation zones to cover where the swarm hosts would be if he like F2'd, you know, because they don't have an attack, so they'll just walk into it. They're like infestors. If he fat fingers his F2, if the infestors won't stop for anything, right? They don't have an attack. They'll just keep going through anything. And he had a lot of bases, but his main, natural, third, and almost his fourth were completely mined out. There was no money left there at all, so... And he was talking about this probably in the post-game screen. He's like, how do you have 790 APM? You smurf. And I'm over here like, bro, I literally just hold down the A key to attack instead of clicking. That is what that is. Sorry to break your heart. But that can be a lot. That can be a lot for people. It can be. Berry Crunch freaked out about it when he played you? Hell yeah. Nathan, sorry if you've already answered, but did you see that crowd control added Resident Evil 4 Remake? Will you maybe play it? I mean, I play Resident Evil 4 Remake all the time. I don't need any motivation to do that. The crowd control thing, I have tested and set that up before. It doesn't really work with any games that I've typically streamed, but will I do like donate to put enemies in front of me or give me ammo, like a chat plays the stream, like Nathan, like chat plays Nathan kind of a thing? That sounds fun, yeah. He's like, how does he have 700 APM? Yeah. Well, I'm not good at the game, right? So, but APM is the ultimate measure of penis size. I know. I'm simultaneously the worst StarCraft player, but I have the largest, and it's tough. It's tough life. Everybody in StarCraft admits it, too. It's... What can I say? What can I say? You smurf bot? No, I play mid. I play mid lane. Also, somebody asked if these... Another second person today asked if these are COS headphones. Yes, they are. These are Porta Pros. I've had these forever. I like the breathability on my ears, and the bass. The bass is actually pretty punchy because it's open. So I do like them. What's the matchup here? Zerg.
What's going on? SCV
politics comment. Boo. 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 But yeah, no, I love my Cost Porta Pros. Fantastic. I've had these for like 2 years. I just went through this whole big spiel about how, you know what, since you knew the name of the headphones, I'll give you the spiel. But I got these for streaming to make it easier to hear stuff without having to have volume cranked really high. So that was a primary reason for trying these. The only reason I even bought the other headphones were because my wife and I were both working remote office jobs from basically the same room, because that was the size of our old apartment. So I decided to get closed back headphones again, specifically because it was hard to focus on, like, if I was trying to troubleshoot somebody's computer, and Katie was in a 4-hour meeting with our boss, because our boss, you know, we just had a lot of 4-hour meetings to just talk about really nothing, but she, you know, I just needed to be able to focus, so I got us both closed back headphones. Really, really nice ones, frankly, and I do really like them. But I actually don't like wearing them every day. I don't like wearing them every day for extended hours. So, yeah. Plus, the nice thing is if I'm wearing these, since Katie and I are no longer working in the same room anymore, the only time Katie is in this room is if she's gaming with me. So then she still has her closed back headphones, so she doesn't have to worry about the audio leaking out of these a little bit. So that's it, guys. That's it. I found a way to have my cake and eat it too. That's what I'm saying. They're light and like the only ones without a built-in mic or Bluetooth crap now. Yeah. I have a pair that costs the portable. I did get the wireless Porta Pros as well. They're not as good, but they're like the technology that they use in the band, like the headband on the wireless one is how the signal gets between them. There's no cables on it. So like that was kind of cool, but I'm not, you know, it's hard to beat the convenience. It's hard to beat the convenience of the AirPods, honestly. You're doing long walks. You work IT? I worked an IT job for about a year. I worked at the help desk at Penn State University when I was in college, and I was working as a system administrator. I was working as a Google Workspace system administrator for a outsourcing company with a lot of foreign employees. So there were only like a handful of Americans there, but everybody was really cool actually. So it was like definitely an exciting opportunity, but it's not the kind of thing that I can just get, you know. That's the person hiring me kind of just like recognized there was an opportunity there to get somebody really, really, really cheap for the role, like way below what somebody actually doing that job would be. So I was obviously excited at being able to work with my wife and help her out and stuff. It didn't end up working out long term, but yeah, I think of myself as quite a computer nerd. You know, there's a bug in Windows in this game that's so frustrating. I literally play Starcraft 2 on Linux just because of one bug. That's it. I figured it out. I figured out how to do all of it. I've got Sunshine running to get my video off of this. I've still got my audio going out in a format that the streaming PC can receive. I've still got all of it working in real time, and I just use Linux. That's it. I'm just running Ubuntu 2404, and yeah, I love that though. I'm really, really good at problem solving and like troubleshooting IT type stuff. I've been doing a lot of very like power usery type stuff since I was a little kid, but like many others, tragically, my greatest weakness is that I was not born into the kind of family that could financially support me to get an education. I had to work multiple jobs while I was in school, and even that wasn't enough to cover tuition and books in America. So, like everybody else, eventually you flame out or look for another opportunity, and I got into doing esports. I got into Starcraft and all of that directly out of college, so. But crazy, right? Crazy. Wow. Yeah, I love tech. I'm a super enthusiast. I'm using, like I said, 2404 Ubuntu, but I'm also using Proton 1002 to actually play StarCraft. So that is the big bug you're referring to, where the screen goes black and you can't get it back. No, there's a bug in Starcraft where the mouse will make your camera jump across the game. It doesn't happen on Linux, or if it does, it's almost impossible to make it happen. So I'm a big fan of that.
Ready to raise some hell. Bad news? I'm in a heap of trouble. Sounds sweet. Let's do this. Word.
You ready for war? Yes, indeed.
Your research is ready.
Any tips on learning Linux? I mean, it's really just about getting used to using the terminal, I think, is like the biggest thing. But it's actually really not that different, honestly. It's just a matter of like how you get software set up and what's compatible, really. But like a Linux desktop environment with like GNOME or whatever you're gonna get built in with Ubuntu is actually typically very user-friendly. It just looks more like a, if you've ever used like a MacBook kind of interface sort of deal. But I think people find it intimidating because it does require work to like figure out if your applications can work and stuff, and nobody likes using the Windows Store to get all of their apps. Same way people aren't gonna want to use Flatpak and all of that, and having to edit and add repositories, like all of that stuff is kind of, I think, what really makes it hard to get into. But beyond that, if you have any level of like technical ability, I really don't think there's anything that difficult about it. Years ago, very different story, but these days the drivers that they have packaged in make it really easy. Like I have an NVIDIA graphics card, and that was just not possible to use on Linux for a long time. And then one day NVIDIA just dropped an open source driver, and people were able to start porting them when they were released. So now there are Linux drivers. So now there are Linux drivers in Starcraft. But yeah, no, I loved doing that work. The guy that hired me told me he did it because even if I didn't have a traditional qualification, he just thought it was impressive that I could build an entire functional, platform for myself just to stream a game without a bug. He just thought that alone was like, well, if you can figure out how to do that with a computer, you can probably figure out a Google admin panel. Spoiler alert, Google admin panel, not that complex, but man, you would think for a bajillion-dollar company it wouldn't be such a piece of shit either. I guess that's the real. Yeah. Have I ever used Linux as a guest in VMware or always on Metal? So I've done Linux a couple of different ways. There's a few different ways to virtualize that are pretty popular, right? There's Windows Subsystem for Linux. I used that for Claude Code when I started using Claude Code. Claude Code now runs natively in PowerShell. So I don't really, I'm lazy. So why would I want to run Windows Subsystem for Linux when I can natively test my applications, because I'm building them for myself, right? I'm not trying to sell software to anybody because I don't think I have any ideas that I'm going to vibe code to fame or fortune, but I do, like my replay analysis tool and stuff. That's the kind of stuff I'm working on right now. But yeah. I've also used VMware to like test stuff. I mean, obviously, if you're running a bunch of Python tests and you have terminals crashing and your testing processes and shit, you got to restart your computer every once in a while. Like I definitely will admit, I'm aware that there are downsides to just running in my actual main computer environment the software that I'm working on and testing, because there's obviously, I don't have like a quick easy button to just clean it all up in between sessions either. Damn, the Roach Man. Well, see, now you give up the ghost when you do that, because now I know you've got burrowed roaches, right? And knowing is half the battle. Something. But we're gonna have to get a Raven. We've got extra command centers. This isn't going to be one of those games where we get locked out of expanding. I don't think. The moment I moved my tanks, he did dive on them, so that was just bad luck, right? And stuff. Thanks for the tips. Yeah, I got you. But I love that stuff. The rest of the world doesn't get on their knees and praise the American man. What? I don't know. I think somebody's trying to politic post in chat again. I love you guys. This is a short stream today, okay? I'm not emotionally investing myself. I've got a date with my wife later and some friends, so we gotta avoid the completely unhinged topics because I'm not going there today. But I appreciate you watching my show. You guys know me. All the etceteras. Nathan is very progressive. Yes, Nathan is in support of them bringing back benefits and all of that. Yes. It's good. It's a very big deal. It's a very big deal. As someone who grew up literally depending on all of those services as a kid, you know, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Those are my only thoughts. That's my only statement. It's my only statement. Feed the kids, guys. It's my only statement today. We're not going any further than that. If you want to disagree with that, then God help you.
Yeah? Alright. I got my ears on.
I promise you guys, the tax money that was spent to feed me on food stamps growing up, living and working in California, I promise I paid it all back and then some. I promise. Oh, don't worry. They got their pound of flesh back. Trust me.
Of course.
But it doesn't happen if you don't take care of people.
Find out a mineral. Good thing you've got more of those, right? Command center's got some new.
We're almost there. We've got our genetically modified super army. I did talk about getting that extra base like 5 minutes ago, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Well, we're kind of there though, Nate. We're ready to like go kill him. Yeah, I know. But I promised chat a 4th base. Do you really think they care that? Yeah, I do. I do actually. I think they do. Maybe you should let chat speak for themselves. No. No.
You mined out some of your minerals.
Does chat have a representative to send to the court?
Reporting for action.
Who amongst you speaks for chat?
Upgrade ready. Noise.
Remember, guys, you never know if you're going to run out of scans. Always build a turret once the creep clears. You got to build that turret when the creep cleaves. Look at that. Look at all those blinding clouds. Yeah, he's a little wild and hot. Yeah, I think we got him. There we go. Nate, did you know you can set looping patrols? What? You talking about? You guys come up with new lingo for stuff we figured out 10 years ago? Is that what this is? Are you talking about this? Are you talking about that? Are you talking about that?
Mined out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those.
You learned that one yesterday? Ah, yeah, it's fun. It's cool. What happens if you add something after? It kind of goes back, right? It's like, oh, look at that. It breaks it. It does kind of break the loop, the one out in the end there. You know how much I use patrol, bro? Yeah, I have patrol on my rapid fire as well. It's part of the source of my Giga APM strategy. Let's see, what did he have at the end? He took the middle base. This middle base has a bunch of extra resource patches, right? And then there's... Yeah, his main was mined out, natural was running low. But I think he did like a roach ling thing at the beginning of the game. He just kind of forgot ling speed. Oh, what the hell? He did the thing where he put the extra hatch in his base? That's a little wild. It's a little out there. It's a little bit. That's something. That is certainly something. So he did this to do this like roach flood without having to build queens. Was that his plan? He's only got one queen and he's not injecting or spreading creep. So he's like build a third hatchery really fast and just crank units out. But ling speed, no ling speed. So as a gold player, patrol is your best friend because you're not active enough with your army to always catch their army making a move on you. Yeah, patrol can be really nice for that, for sure. I completely agree. I used to patrol split when I would play Bio versus Zerg. Like you approach the edge of the creep and then you just start trying to grab a few Marines in every which spot and make sure they're all patrolling and like crisscrossing, non-intersecting pathways. You want as many non-intersecting patrol paths as possible when splitting Marines in front of creep. And you can split Marines on creep, but then you still die anyway to the lings. So that speed boost be fierce. Yeah, patrol is a fun one. You used to be able to use patrol to stack all of your air units on top of each other, and your opponent would not really be 100% certain how many air units you actually had. This was like an old school Terran versus Terran strategy that people would actually do quite a bit to hide their Viking count, so the opposing player wouldn't know if they could take the fight, and then they'd either be passive or, you know, usually when you're trying to hide the number of something that you have, it's also because you have a lot of it in some cases. So that was, you know, another one anyway. All right, let's go next. We got another game. We've got another game. GL. Little Terran versus Terran. I think he's Terran. He is.
SCV ready. Gotcha. Yeah, what? SCV ready. What's bad? Huh? What's going?
Yeah, that Viking thing, they made it so that patrol had like a minimum cast range, so you can't do this anymore. Like that's patrol I'm pressing. It doesn't do anything. Patrol has a minimum cast range. That was how they fixed it.
Big job, huh?
But you used to be able to patrol from any distance from where the unit used to be. Like in the very first build of Starcraft 2, if I did this, the SCV would like, you know, he would start, but he can't do it. Yeah, they would just sit on top of themselves, basically spinning. It was called a Viking flower. It's called a flower, but it looked very different than people do still use patrol to hide their air units. It's just not as easy. It's just not as effective.
SCV ready. Huh? Yeah, whatever.
But even just like my regular key presses, everything goes through really fast and really tight on Linux, and I just love that. I'm not even like right now. This is just my regular APM spam, and we're pushing 400 just off of that. But if I want to crank it really high, you just box all of your workers and hold down the return cargo button, and that's how you spike it, because then you're giving all of these workers the endless return cargo command, and then you see the APM gets into 4,500. If there's enough units, if there's enough commands to be issued, you can get it up to. I've gotten it up to like. You don't want it to get over 9,000 though, because it actually does start to break. So. You can lag yourself out of the game if you set your repeat rate to be too fast. You can actually. Because technically his computer also has to do all of those pings, so. But you know, I didn't choose for rapid fire to be the primary way people do stuff in Starcraft. I'm just living in the same world as everybody else, trying to survive. You're having an issue with your mouse polling rate being too high? Yeah, see, you might even be thinking of the bug that I'm talking about that I went to Linux to get away from. But yeah, the camera jump bug. That's people suggest polling rate for that one all the time. But even when I set my mouse to 125 hertz, it still happens. That's why I'm on Linux. That is the only reason I'm here. If you move your mouse too fast, it would just start lagging. Yeah. They track so much in the replays and stuff in the game and Battle.net and the anti-cheat, so it's like
Ready for dust off.
yeah, some of that stuff's pretty invasive. You just put it down to 1,000? Yeah, I have my mouse, the Super Light X, this guy only supports I think 1,000 hertz as the highest. So I've never had an issue. Never had an issue.
Now what? Wait on you. Where?
Oh, you got the 8,000 polling rate Razer mouse? Yeah, I feel you there. Damn, look at that.
Loud and clear.
Oh, he doesn't even have an expo. He doesn't even have an expo. What am I doing? This guy's probably just gonna push the shit out of me here as soon as he can.
Will do, Command.
Command center upgrade complete.
I heard that.
Well, the only way he'd be able to find where this is if he had the stream open, so
Bye.
I think we're good.
Let's go.
It's crazy how a mouse can overload your processor like that. Yeah. Most people who obsess over things like input delay and stuff like that, like they're usually focused on the wrong things anyway. Because the majority of your delay, like no matter how most USB devices are in that like sub-millisecond range for high priority tasks. I guess your polling rate would have to be really low to not be able to hit that. But like people obsess over it, and it's not all it's cracked up to be. You get a lot smoother experience usually working on you know, stuff like your frame times and whatnot. That's a big deal. Here we go. Well, I did forget to build an engineering base, so that's on me. That's on me.
Your SCVs are under attack.
There you go. He looked like he was on a super one-base setup. It's hard to be 100% sure. You guys notice how the millisecond I drop my scans, the Banshees show up? I don't think he has cloak because he didn't have it earlier, but I got to be so careful. If I don't build those turrets, like, and he has cloak, I'm just boned, you know? It's tough. TVT is a difficult matchup. Yeah, it is. It is. There's no easy answer for it. Every game is different. Every game is different. That's for sure.
SCV ready. Ready to plunder. Go ahead. SCV ready.
All I want is real love.
SCV ready.
You've depleted that mineral.
Ready to go. SCV ready.
What you got, Sugar? Oh, he just took his natural.
SCV ready.
So either he's got a ninja base, or yeah, it's.
All ready to plunder.
Your command center's got some.
SCV ready.
Seahawks green, 2.5 hours. Are the Seahawks playing tonight? Seahawks Sunday night? Wow, am I gonna be able to watch the game at the bar? Yeah, he doesn't want me to know what he's up to. There was nothing there the first time I went there, but now I started talking about it. Oh. No, he thinks he can just make cyclones because Nathan hates making tanks. But I'm gonna do him a very, very nice solid that I don't do many players. I'm gonna build tanks just for you. Just for you, big boy. It's your lucky day. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
In the rear. Up, ready to go. Yes. Got it. What's that?
You've depleted that mineral.
Big job, huh? You ready for war? Huh? You're the boss. You ready for war?
But we'll go for the tried and true actual mix of tank Viking. Just because I don't feel like this guy's being very respectful, so there's no reason for us to cut any corners. Got a statement to make this game by the looks of things. But this is all TVT is. This is all TVT is, man. It's just building tanks and Vikings until you have enough to push. Since he is playing with this style where he's just got a lot of stuff out on the map, I think. Yeah, I knew you'd come home. I knew you'd come home to me, baby. I knew you would.
I'm going. You ready for war? Let's get it. All right. You scared me. Ready to plunder. Agreed. Yes, it.
Look at that. Ring of turrets. All for me. All for me. Man, that collector edition Thor is so badass. Yeah, I'll take a few Thors. Why not? Why not?
Ready to plunder.
Why not? All right, let's go. Let's go die.
What's our
Command center 2.0 ready to go.
Or do you think that he thinks because I'm Nathanias, I'm going battle cruisers no matter what? That could be it. right, GG. Well played. Let's go next. Yeah, he must have just had a ninja base the whole game somewhere. Yeah, he did. He did build a command center, so he got me. He just, I didn't find his ninja. I never saw it. I'm gonna guess he took like the top right base, like the top middle right, just outside where the base that I caught him going for was. Let's go next. Got about another hour of games, guys, and then I gotta go. Let's hope we get a few more bangers, huh? But no, I don't have anything. I don't have any comfort words, unfortunately, for TVT. It's you know, this game was never really balanced or designed for normal people. So there's just a lot of dumb stuff you got to deal with. There's just a lot of dumb stuff you got to deal with when you play Starcraft. But we do it because we love it, not because it's easy. Just don't be too hard on yourself. Remember, all the changes made to this game are mostly for people who play it for money. So if you don't play it for money, the changes aren't really targeted at you. You can't beat yourself up too much. It's a brutally difficult game. Brutally difficult. But we do have a TVZ this game, so that's nice. Love playing some TVZ. Have I been watching Worlds at all? Oh, League Worlds? You know, I have not. I have not. I didn't end up playing much ranked this year. They still haven't really made Summoner's Rift like more interesting, you know. I don't really feel like this year they really moved the needle. I know there was like a couple of visual changes on the map, but like I wasn't super excited about the ranked grind this year. That's why it's really, really important. I always stress here. If you guys like playing StarCraft, I love it. It is a good game, but it's not perfect. It's not perfect, and it's very much so a game made for the 1% of players, and not for the rest of them. That doesn't mean that the game is bad or even unenjoyable. It just means you have to keep that in mind. But unless you're playing at the level of a pro, like, you know, balance affects your games very differently than it affects their games. So things that you think might work, or things that you think might counter certain things, or other such things, etc. All of those things, like those, they don't really apply. Like professional balance just doesn't apply to most users, you know. Psystorm is like kind of always been busted at the low levels because it's a really strong AoE spell, and low-level players aren't very good at splitting, right? Like, Psystorm has always been overpowered at the noob level. Like, it's always been crazy good. But at the high level, you know, it's certainly an ability that people have talked about over the years due to its, again, its nature of needing that time. And then, of course, with good players and fast Terrans that are able to split, well, then the unit is, you know, it's a lot more balanced because They're balancing it for people that are running out of the storms immediately, like as soon as it happens. They aren't people who react to getting stormed. They react while getting stormed. So if you're not the kind of player who plays on that level, the game is not balanced for you. So don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. The game will only get more balanced and more fair as you improve. That's just the way it goes. But the game is absolutely not designed to be fun or fair for anybody other than people that play at the very highest level. So if you beat yourself up over it, it'll never stop. Don't do it. You're beautiful. You don't deserve that. Okay? You don't. This guy he doesn't even have ling speed. See these greedy Zergs, man. Greedy. Yeah, that's greed. That's what greed is. And we also know his Roach Warren only just started as well. And he doesn't seem to have any Overlords out on the map either.
Liberation is at hand. Full speed. Initiating.
Add-ons finished.
Ready to raise some hell. Roger. SCV ready here. I'm waiting on SCV ready.
Yes, sir.
He's chasing my Liberator on the mini-map with his lings. He's still got no speed either.
All hands to battle stations.
Oh, he was so ready for this. Do you think he's got the stream up, guys?
Of course.
People don't usually play this greedy on their own. I'll tell you that. I'm getting the vibe. I'm getting the vibe.
We read you.
Guy's on 6 bases, doesn't even have ling speed, has literally done nothing the entire game.
Need something liberated?
I think he's trying to waste our time.
Initiating. Course
I do.
set.
I'm gonna max out once. I'm just gonna turtle, max out, and push him. If he decides that he wants to play the game, he can attack me at any point. But I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste my time with this jabroni.
Victory.
Mm-mm.
Certainly. Big job. Can't hold him alone.
Ready to raise some hell.
Yeah, he's not gonna play any kind of interactive game with us. So we just got to rush to the OP setup that lets us win.
Light it up. SCV ready.
He's got nothing. There's the roaches. There we go. Look how many corruptors he has too.
You've depleted that mineral.
Mm-hmm. He's doing the I literally don't want to do anything until I have 800 drones, the entire map completely covered in creep. You hate to see it. But we can max out once. We can max out once with this many bases. When people do this stuff, I max out once, I push him, and that's it. I'm not gonna let him eat my army with his giga economy and then wait for me to send wave after wave. We're not doing that. We don't. It's gonna be one punch straight through the heart. And if he defends that, good for him. Good for him. He can go play a 40-minute long game against somebody else. You gotta earn that shit here.
Command center upgrade complete.
Nathanias doesn't just hand out 40-minute matchups anymore.
Your base is under siege.
Is that the first time he's crossed the middle of the map since the beginning? Yeah, see, now he's like, please don't leave. Please. Nathan, I want to play a 50-minute game with you. Oh. No, 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 no. Buy me dinner first.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tons of static defense. Look at that. Taste. Taste.
Your research is ready. You've mined out some of your minerals.
What's going on?
I think we've got enough.
What's our target?
All right, let's see it. What you got for me, big boy? You had the whole game to do nothing. You had the whole game to do absolutely nothing. So what are you doing now? What's your game plan? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. He just walked his infestors directly into me. I love that, man.
SCVs are being liberated in the worst way.
All right, Turtle Man. Yeah, do your thing, boo.
Find out a mineral. Good thing you've got one of those. Right? Your SCVs are under attack.
I love when they try to base trade. Well, the best thing about this situation is that I actually have everything I need, more or less, so... This guy doesn't, he still doesn't actually have anything. So I feel pretty good about that.
Incoming orders.
You've depleted that mineral field. Fire.
You're gonna watch Hellions killing Ultra, is that it? Mr. No Zergling speed? Beautiful. Beautiful. No, your base is mine. Oh, he does still have his spire. I guess I can clean these guys up. Oh, he's trying to go mute us. This is adorable. Yeah, there it is. Thank you. Well, see, guys, he took every single base on the entire map and literally did fucking nothing the entire game until I killed him. Guys, Zergs are the new Terrans. Zergs are the new Terrans. I bet you this guy's super confused as to how he lost as well. I'm sure he's shocked. This was fun, though. You know, he really pretty much just did not do anything interactive with me the whole match. But when I did build this base and his base, that was the only thing he actually sent units at. I appreciate that. We did find something to motivate him. We did find something to motivate you, didn't we? Didn't we? And that's how you deal with a bad game guy. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You just do one big push, and then that ends the game. I guess he was just trying to play SimCity, right? He had 326 APM. Doing what? Doing what? What did he do with the APM? Where did it go? Look, he had a lair at 3 minutes. Nothing happened. Nothing happened the whole game. It's remarkable. It really is sometimes. It really do be like that sometimes. All right, we got a Protoss. Now, barcode Protosses, there's actually not that many of them at my MMR range. I haven't been seeing many. So I'm going to assume that this is one of them guys. Yeah, he's talkative. He's talkative as well. Talkative as well. Why barcode? Here we go. Here we go. Maybe he had assumed you would both mine out your half of the map and then just trade in the middle. No, I don't do that. My energy is expensive. My energy is expensive, you know. Why you got a stupid name? Oh, got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Nathanias is my stand. Nathanias is actually like an armored knight projection that I summon in front of me. I made him laugh though. Got him. Got him again. He doesn't like JoJo's? Oh, I see. He's just doing the pylon. He's trying to do the pylon trick. He's just trying to do the pylon trick. He wants a pylon in my base. Is this so that his probe can leave when he wants to? Or do you guys think he's gonna battery me here? Maybe? Maybe? He's putting a lot of energy into this. You guys remember what I said about energy? Look at that. That's what I'm saying. Be somebody who puts energy into the world, all right? It's much more fun. Much more fun in my experience. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Daddy-o. Le Proxy. That was an impressive failure. You know, it's hard. It's hard to watch the stream waiting for Nathan to say something that you can laugh at while also trying to play a game against him. I get it. I get it. Why, yes, I do like the way that goes. I am a fan. I am.
Comms open. Engage. This better be good. You got
But what do we say? What do we say when the guy on the sidewalk starts screaming at us as we walk by? You just gotta keep moving, guys. You just gotta keep walking. He may need help, but probably not gonna come from us. Probably not.
nothing will stop it. Got a target in mind. Comms open.
SCV ready.
Research has concluded.
Show me who you.
SCV
You didn't build your base just for it to get blown up, did you?
Is this man in trouble? No, he's shouting. When a stranger starts shouting at you, you know, that's kind of what it's like.
What's going on?
He's going for it again. He's going for it again. No respect.
SCV ready. Big job, huh? SCV ready.
You got coordinates or what? Got a target in mind?
Bad news. Go ahead.
It's comms
Research complete.
SCV ready.
Engine is screaming.
This ought to be good. Nothing will stop me.
Oh, you know, I was kind of almost hoping for round 3. I was almost hoping for round 3 there. Don't let me have drinks on the coast.
Got a target in mind. I'm going in.
SCV ready. Ready to roll out.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
Engine is screaming.
In the rear. SCV ready. Big job.
If you wanna be strong, then you gotta get with it.
Bad news. SCV ready.
Channel's clear, boss.
SCV ready.
Ba-na-na-na.
Yep. Go ahead. SCV ready.
He put the obs right on him. He put the obs right on him.
Inbound. Roger that.
What do you guys think? How many cannons do you think he's got sitting in his base? He's ready.
Screaming.
Command Center upgrade.
Hey, I like that he gave us some stuff. He's trying to help us out.
Engaging. Roger that.
has concluded.
Loud and clear.
Oh, he wants him so bad, doesn't he?
Engine screaming. Confirmed.
Got no patience for
But you can't talk. You can't talk so much shit and lose, right? That would be poor
Good
form.
thing you've got more of those.
That would be poor
right?
form. That's right, you work for me now. You better build a bunch of cannons and batteries for me.
Holla back. Can do. Yeah?
Taking some fire here.
Workers win games. Protect them.
Got my ears on.
what's going on.
Add-on is complete.
It is so hard being you, Pookie Bear.
Grind out some of your minerals.
Yeah? Holla back.
Completed that add-on station.
Can do.
In the rear with the
Perfect. That was nice. That was very nice.
Command Center 2.0 ready to go.
ready to go. On my way. Job, SCV ready.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Engine.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. Go ahead. SCV ready. Bad news.
This is a nice game. He's gonna build a lot of photon cannons for us, but I think we're at the point now where we can just get our army out. We don't have to stress anymore. It'll be very difficult for him to hold what's coming
Add-on is complete.
now that he's invested so much into attacking us and all of these other shenanigans.
Scanning battle.
Moist. Research is ready.
Engineering at you. Ready for service.
Right. Roger that.
Await station.
Go ahead. Huh?
Engineering at you. Ready to plunder.
But he's just gonna be chilling now, right? Maybe going straight to carriers or Tempest or something. There's the fleet beacon. He's building it. Look how many cannons and batteries he's building. This is what we wanted, guys, right here. This is what it's all about. This is literally the point. This is the point.
SCVs are being liberated in the worst way.
System.
I got my receiving. Holla back. Yeah? I got my ears on. Can do. Mayday.
Oh, he's just, look, he's got cannons all over the map already, too.
Right. Inbound.
Just bring him home. I just can't move out until I have like +2 for the Liberators against the Stalkers. That's just a huge deal. That's a huge deal.
What's going on? Roger. Ready to work.
Incoming. Reporting for action.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Let's go. Good job, huh?
Yeah, that the +2 air weapons is a very big deal,
Find out some of your
especially as it pertains to. Yeah, see, that's fine. He's got something blocking that, huh? That's nice. I had to go for both at the same time just to be safe, you know. Standard procedure.
planet dry.
Standard schmandard. He's got a lot of them Phoenix. Yeah, throw some more resources away for me. That's actually kind of nice. There you go. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. I'm going to do one big push. I'm going to do one big push right into the middle of him. I'm not going to spend the whole game chasing around his peripheral stuff. So if his whole plan here is to just force a base trade, that's fine. I'm not going to do it. Mostly because he's been, again, very uninteractive this game. Highly uninteractive. So we're just going to do one big push. But he's just playing the shy style, where he just kind of waits for us to leave the base before anything happens. So I'm not gonna play 3 hours with him for that. It's not happening. Let's clean him up. Yeah. That's what I thought. Oh, he speaks. He speaks. He speaks. He speaks. Now you guys know why people don't like me. They can't stand losing in a video game. It is rough. I get it. It's tough.
Find out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right?
I don't, just maybe if he makes like 700 more photon cannons, you know? He had 15 cannons. He almost had as many cannons as I had missile turrets. That's crazy. Does anybody in chat know how much 15 photon cannons cost? Does anybody? Anybody? You, Mr. Boucher in the back. Can you tell me how much 10 photon cannons cost? Also, I'm not surprised that he was a whiny bitch, because I just like to remind you, not only is he a barcode, but this was his opener, guys. This was what he did. Right? 2250. Honestly, I just would have multiplied the 150 minerals by 10
and then I would have forgotten about the 5 extra cannons there. So thank you for posting the answer in chat instead of making me post it, because I probably would have just said 1,500 like an idiot. You guys, I mean, I didn't have to say that. I didn't have to let you know that that's what I was going to say either. I just respect you guys actually answering the question, so I figure I'd humor you with that. My brain was totally ready to just multiply by 10. I know I didn't say 10 cannons, but for some reason, that's where my brain was. But yeah, rude BM asking weird questions in the game, proxying us. Come on now. Come on now. That's right, Mr. Boucher. 2250 minerals. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Your wife's like, did you pick up groceries when you went to Fred Meyer? And he's like, no, actually, I went and bought fencing. I just put more fencing around our yard. Like, what? Yeah, now we've got a really tall fence. Now it's like really tall. Yeah, but we need food. No. The fence is taller, okay? The TV told me that some city folk are going to be crawling over like the Walking Dead. I have never been to a city because going outside of my bubble is the most terrifying thing in the world. Something like that. That's what he did. This man made 1 million photon cannons. He made 1 million photon cannons. He put like... he proxied me. He put censored, like, invisible guys underneath my bases so I couldn't land my command centers. He did everything except make an actual army that could fight me. I don't even know what his army was supposed to be. Did he have, like, 2 carriers, 2 void rays, and, like, 10 stalkers? Was that it? I'm gonna guess he had 120 supply of probes. That's what I'm gonna guess. He must have had, like, 130 probes. Crazy. Crazy. Alright, we got a Terran versus Terran this game. My mama says Barcode Protoss are angry because they got all that salt and no popcorn. Well, looks like mama's right again. Yeah, there's a little twist for you. We have some fun here, don't we? You just had a funny thought. The SC tabletop game comes out, and they go up against a Protoss, and they do nothing but photon cannons. Some guy's like, I've got 500 different hand-painted models of photon cannons. That's nice, honey. That's nice. Good for you. Look at that. That one's green, and that one's blue. Then some guy's like, well, I've got the Megala cannon, which you're not allowed to actually use a tournament play, but it's just a giant photon cannon that exists for no reason other than to spend money on it and tell people you own it. Oh, well then. I think we've got the profit model figured out, guys. You're telling me there's not going to be a giant battlecruiser figure? Really? Come on. It's probably going to cost like 20 grand.
What's going on?
Command center.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. Nothing I can't handle. Fair enough.
I was going to say, I feel like I only played one TVT today where I got proxy maraudered, but I did play another TVT against the ninja base guy, right? I played a ninja base dude earlier.
Your add-on is complete.
Move it. SCV ready.
You're wrong, Colonel Sanders. Moma's right. Mm-hmm. Kathy Bates is typically right all the time. Actually, I think I tend to agree there. Honestly, have you ever seen American Horror Story? Now that's a woman who knows how to be terrifying. That's a woman who knows how to deliver some lines with gravitas. It's a pretty late starport, if I'm being honest. got an idea.
SCV ready. Bad news.
What do you guys think? The Reapers and Hellions are just going to be like pretty much AFK until this drop leaves, and then he's going to come right in as soon as I'm like halfway across the map. Most likely. We'll see what we can do. Oh my gosh, he actually. What? Oh, no more Reapers. Wow.
Ready for dust off. Light. Talk to me.
All right.
SCV ready.
Certainly.
You going to get them?
Research has concluded.
Yeah, you better bring all your SCVs to repair that, dog. You better. I hope you realize what's happening.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. What's going
Now, see, we didn't quite get what I was hoping for there, but honestly, it was pretty fun to do that. So I didn't know if it was gonna work, but I definitely wanted to try. Should probably get an engineering bay. Just check here, make sure he's not ninjaing me.
Let's go.
Ready to play.
No.
Well, hello.
SCV ready.
Talk
Your
to me.
command center's got some new toys.
Now we don't actually have to send this home.
Yes, sir.
SCV ready. Let's go. Huh?
Picking up. Ready. Now what? I heard that.
Oh, free tank.
Well, hello. Waiting on you. Light.
Liberation is ahead. As you know. We're returning fire.
On my way.
SCV ready.
Standing. How can we help? Full speed. Got freedom.
SCV ready. In the rear.
Picking up. Dropping off.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Comms open. Nothing. You got cord ready to play.
SCV ready.
Channel's clear, boss.
SCV ready.
Actually,
We're returning fire.
why not just get his tank?
SCV ready. Go ahead. SCV ready.
He's got a lot of ravens.
SCV ready.
Comms open.
SCV ready.
Moving into position. Ready to play.
Mind out a mineral field.
SCV ready. In the rear with the gear.
We should just take a bunch more bases, right? That's the move here.
Oh, I'll
You mind add-ons finished.
We hear you.
comms open.
You've depleted that mineral field.
What's that? Lay it
He's got the sensor towers up already.
Man the rear with SCV ready.
We got the fear in him. We got the fear. You know what they say? That fear just adds a little bit of seasoning. It is perfect, isn't it? Ah, sensor towers stink.
Huh? Yeah. SCV ready. SCV ready. Yes, indeed. Ready to roll out. SCV ready. Big job. Go ahead. What's going on? Ready to blunder. Man the rear with the gear.
With that many Ravens, like he's already in full-on turtle mode. I think we're in a good spot, so I just kind of need to get our resources up, and we'll do a big attack at some point. He did actually send his Reapers after me. He didn't wait for me to leave my base, so that was nice. He legitimized himself in my eyes. I'm not looking to rush this one to be over, but I do think right now, since he's very turtled up, almost bricked up even, you could say, it behooves us not to give him too much time to recover. That's all. We kind of are in a good spot, but we can only really be in a good spot as long as we continue to make good choices. But if we decide to make bad choices, then it becomes possible for us to lose. So. He has a lot of Ravens. I'm expecting him to think that he can just like get every single one of my tanks. Like that's got to be some level of factoring in. But look at this. Look at all the planetaries. Yeah, he's going straight up to like 4 bases now too. So he's there. He's there. But he's even planetary at his 3rd base. He even planetary at his 3rd base.
Let's get into the fight.
Oh, there you go. That was his big move. Was a lot of missile turrets. Oh, he's already got Liberator range. That's his plan. Gotta have the Vikings all individually target different guys here. Yes, I would love for you to feed me all the resources you're going to get for the rest of the game right now. Yes, that is what I want.
Can't hold them alone.
You're cooked, bro. I'm sorry.
Big job. In the rear.
We'll let the planet rise. Research is ready.
Yeah, he just rebuilt everything somewhere else, huh? Yeah, look at this. Now you can see. You can see here. He's excited. Laws that don't allow eviction. Feels like you did that with his base. Well, I mean, it's usually a little more complicated than Fox News makes it out to be. But I see where you're going with it. Yes, I see where you're going with it. Yeah. Squatters' rights and all of that. I am the one squatting in his base in this situation, I believe, is where you're going with this, right?
Big job, huh?
Find out a mineral field. Good thing you've got more of those, right?
But like, why would I just let him rebuild all of his shit? You know, that doesn't really make any sense. He really thought he could just rebuild everything? Like, what? That was a little out there. I mean, this sensor tower was also seemed a little bit excessive, but that's okay. Yeah, imagine that though. Imagine that not being able to get evicted at all ever. That's some wild shit. There's people out there that believe all that stuff though, man. They believe all that crazy shit. All right, I got time for one more game. I gotta go clean myself up. I gotta clean myself up and go meet my wife for a beer. Okay, guys? I got time for one more game. So I'll give you a classic. We'll give you a little bit of a classic one this time around. I have no expectations for how this one is gonna go, but I'm just gonna one base battlecruiser rush him and just kind of YOLO it. That's my plan. That's where we're going with this one.
SCV ready.
Nobody really lets me go BCs anymore, so I'm not expecting this guy to let me go battle cruisers. But I do want to just do it for old time's sake.
SCV ready.
We'll just force the issue, and if he cheeses us or kills us before we get there, that's okay. But this will be the last game of the day. I want to give a big thanks to everybody who tuned in. I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We did end up getting a couple of funny guys to get matched against earlier.
Big job.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
And I hope all your teams did well. Hope all your teams did well today. The Jets did not play, so I didn't have much reason to be looking at too much. I think the games kind of started by the time I started the stream. So Katie was opening today. She opened, so she's been in from 11. She's doing 11 to 4 today, and then she also did the same schedule yesterday. But I wasn't feeling very well, so I didn't end up streaming. But I'll be continuing to put more cuts of our really good games up on the YouTube and posting and porting all of those over. So yeah. Broncos beat the Texans. Damn. Bo Nix is for real, isn't he? I was pretty impressed watching them this year so far. I didn't really think there was any. I didn't really like nothing really like caught me about him in the last year or so. But he's. I don't know. Broncos have been doing pretty well. They're kind of on my list. They're on my list right now of teams I'm surprised at how good they've been. You know, the Broncos were one of my favorite teams to watch growing up, even though I was a Jets fan, because I mean, like watching John Elway play when I was a little kid, like that was, man, that's what got me excited about being a football fan. When I was a little kid and my dad would just turn on the TV on any random ass Sunday or Monday night, if I was out somewhere, I was watching Elway and Favre, and then I mean, fuck Tom Brady, but you know, Peyton Manning. It's just a lot of crazy. I mean, those guys were obviously a little more dominant in my high school years for sure, but some of them did end up playing a long time. But when I was real little, man, NFL Blitz on the PlayStation 1, N64, either one. So good. So good. All right, this guy's just, it looks like he's just turtling up already. He's ready for it, guys. So, you know, I'm just going to give myself an extra 10 minutes to get ready for my wife. I'm going to use the time this guy saved me. I'm going to use the time this guy saved me by not scouting and blind countering my build to take a shower before I go see her. She deserves that. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate it very much. I will see you back on the stream tomorrow. Katie's days off this week, I believe, are Thursday. It might be Thursday and Friday again, or Wednesday and Thursday. So I might not be streaming on Wednesday and Thursday, but I need to double check that. Her schedule is getting more consistent because they gave her more hours because she's been doing really well. So I'm just kind of trying to match that freak more or less. But have a great night, everyone. Peace.